Hey everyone, welcome back to Low Luxury, the channel where I show you what authentic luxury clothing and streetwear looks like. And if you're noticing something a little bit different today, well, it's because they are doing work on the roof next door to me. And you know, whatever, I don't care. Actually, I do care. I want to put out the best product that I can for you guys. I want you guys to have good quality videos, but unfortunately the guy next door has to be getting his roof done. You know, it's so selfish of him. But we move on. And today we are going to be taking a look at a piece from a really cool brand, and that is GmbH. So in German, that means like a LLC or something, like just a name for a company, or incorporated, you know, anything like that. So a very like generic name, kind of reminds me of like vêtements, how that just means clothes, right, in French. So GmbH, very cool brand, and we've got a very cool sweater to look at. So let's get right into it. But first, I've looked into it, and a very small percentage of you are actually subscribed to the channel. It's completely free. Just press that button and you will not regret it. Thank you so much. So this piece comes in a very basic bag, just really super standard. It's just a large bag folded over and taped shut, but I won't hold that against them. And there are a couple, you know, unique branded pieces to it. First off, of course, in black, printed in there, you have GmbH, and that is their logo. Take a look at how the G and H are capital, M and B lowercase, things like that. And at the bottom, they mention that the bag is made with 100% biodegradable material. So I spoke too soon, and there actually is some unique stuff about this bag. Very cool. And in the bottom right, Essence stuck their sticker on there because that's where I got it from. So they've got the logo in the top left for Essence. They've got a size up there. And you've got the model. So this is the medium GmbH Leaf turtleneck. That's the model name, Leaf, with slits, as we'll see. We've got the model again, Leaf, and the colorway, black. And then down at the bottom here, you've got that model number, and we're going to want to make sure that that matches everywhere we see it. So now let's open this up and see what we got. So there are so many amazing elements to this piece that we're going to look at, but first we're going to start with those retail tags that come with it. So first here, we've got a big matte white piece of cardstock, and in black embossed in there, so these kind of, each letter sticks out a bit. You've got that GmbH logo once again. And take a look, there are some unique things about this typeface, like the end of that G coming out at the bottom there. It's got a bit of a sort of a swoop and a sharp angle there, things like that. So there is stuff to look at here. And on the back of that, we've got another Essence sticker here, and that should match exactly with the other one we saw on the bag. And then we've got a longer, skinnier tag here, and this just spells out the name of the brand, so that's what GmbH stands for. And oof, I don't even know if I can try saying this. Okay, just for humor's sake. Gesellschaft mit beschränkter Haftung. Oof, I bet I butchered that. But these are just printed on. These ones are not embossed like that logo was. And then the back of that is blank, but the brand themselves did put their sticker on here. So this one isn't the Essence sticker, so I would say this one's actually more useful, and every model should have this. So they've got the name up there, Leaf, and then the season, Autumn Winter 20, fabrication, extra fine wool, colorway, size down there, and that's a bit bigger and bolder. And you've got the full name here again, the season knitted jumper with slits, and then your barcode down here. And these are attached with this kind of coarse white string here, and that goes to a white safety pin that goes right through the brand tag at the back of the neck. And speaking of that brand tag, let's take a look at that now. So this right here, it is a white embroidered tag, and embroidered in black there, kind of like left justified, is once again that GmbH logo. You can see that that is not centered there. It is kind of on the lower half of that tag. And if we turn that inside out, you can see the inverse colors there, and it is really clean even from the back there. And you've got a little kind of like zigzaggy border in white on both the top and bottom. And these are stitched in with like a single black stitch in the top right and top left corners from underneath there, because they kind of like fold over a bit, those tags. Now let's take a look at the care tags inside the sweater. So the first thing you get here is this embroidered tag. It's just like a very small loop tag here. It's folded over. The inside is black, the outside is white. And in black you've got all your sizing. So German, European, British, Japanese, and US. And they all match. What do you say? Look, medium, 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 across the board. And the back of that one is blank. And then the main care tag is a super, super thick, like plasticky satin tag here, glossy. And in black, you've got that GmbH logo. And then YLEM with an underscore. I'm not really sure what that means personally. Then you've got the season, and there's underscores between each word. And then their website, a little bit of space, and then you get into the fabrication. So this one, 85% wool, 7% polyester, I don't know what PA is, 6% viscose, I guess, 2% elastane, and made in Italy, and that is all in caps there. And then once you turn that over, it's actually upside down, so I'll have to flip that around. And here we get our care instructions. So all in English, left justified. It's got those instructions and then some symbols down at the bottom there. You can see that these are stitched in really cleanly with a single white stitch across the top there. And now the time has come to take a look at the unique details of this piece because they're, oh my god, this thing is so cool. So let's get into it. So as you can see, it is a nice rib knit, and of course this is mostly like an extra fine wool, as it said. Some other stuff like elastane, super important for one like this. It needs to have a lot of stretch. And as we discussed, it is a turtleneck, as we can see. Always, I love, love, love a good turtleneck. Really, the standout elements of this piece are the slits that have been mentioned here. So you've got two across the front, and then there are openings on each side here. And you can see that these are like sewn in, they're little kind of panels. So I'd say this is thicker than this right here. So this is quite thin, this piece here. And then the same thing happens at the arms. 1 and 2 there. And the same thing on the other arm. And it gives it such a cool effect, as you'll see. The hem is actually pretty interesting. It is differentiated, so it's just like a tighter rib knit than the main ribs of the piece itself. And the same goes for the cuffs here. Another super important element that I love so much is the fact that you get thumb holes at the cuffs here, and another just great element. On the left sleeve, if you were wearing the piece, you actually get an embroidered hammer and sickle there. And those are super, super clean. Like, there's the inside of it right there. The embroidery is so nice. And at the back of the neck, you get an embroidered GmbH logo. And just like the hammer and sickle, those are kind of like pressed in there so the ribs go away. So it kind of like dips in there. It's great. So now that we've checked everything out, let's try this thing on to see how it feels and see how it fits. This piece is so fucking cool. I love it so much. It's like classic, but also super, super futuristic at the same time. Oh my god, so sick. Anyway, first, let's talk about the feel of it. So it definitely feels like a wool, but a fine wool, so not super scratchy, not noticeably scratchy or anything, but definitely has that very, you know, high quality wool feeling, and I love that, you know? The fit is an interesting one. I could just tell getting this piece that this piece was going to be very, very slim fitting. So I am usually a size small. I went with a medium here, and I am very, very glad I did, because to me, a medium fits more like a slim small. So definitely size up if you're thinking about getting one of these sweaters. Anyway, in the end, I just love this piece. I love the look of it. I'm really excited to try out some different fits with it, try it on with different pieces I've got, you know, tuck it in, tuck it out, do it with the thumb holes, without the thumb holes, put on t-shirts underneath, so maybe you're not just showing as much skin. There's so many really great options, and I definitely recommend this piece. So that is how you tell the difference between real and fake GmbH clothing. Take a look at the other video on screen here, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you next time.